Hi, good morning everybody. This is Odyssey Clark and he's going to talk about flex tape. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you all for having me here today. How many of you can recall a time where you, a family member, or someone you've lived with have had issues with something like a leaky pipe, a broken bucket or container, or some other similar kind of house or auto repair? Feel free to raise your hands. Now, I'd be willing to bet that a lot of those repairs ended up costing a lot. But what if I told you that some of those costs might have been preventable? Now, of course, most major repairs can't be fixed easily. After all, it's not like you could fix something like a pipe or a damaged vehicle rooftop with something like a piece of duct tape, right? Well, that is where flex tape comes in. Now, of course, many of you have already probably seen the ads and think that the things shown off by Phil Swift, the FlexSteel family of products CEO and spokesperson, have just been exaggerations. But because of how popular those commercials have become, flex tape has been tested time and time again, and each time it's been proven to be as good as the ads make it out to be. In fact, to show you the power of flex tape, I brought with me here this 2-liter bottle of water that I cut a hole in and repaired using only flex tape. It's held strong all night long, and if you guys want to check it out later, feel free. And I've also brought with me this roll of flex tape that I've actually had for a few years now, and make sure you guys pass that around so you can get a feel for how strong it is. Now, what if I told you flex tape could not only keep a boat from sinking, but could also save you from starvation after a bear attack in the wilderness? Now, that might sound made up, but that was actually my first experience with flex tape. A few years ago, I went on a trek through the mountains of New Mexico at Philmont Scout Ranch. One morning, we found some of our backpacks had been torn into by a bear, and one of them was completely unusable. But luckily, I brought with that roll of flex tape and was able to completely repair it. Since then, I've been an avid supporter. Now, the reason I brought flex tape to begin with was because I found out online that the commercials are actually pretty accurate. As the FlexSteel family of products official site notes on the page, flex tape can be effectively used to seal leaks in things like buckets, sinks, pipes, rooftops, vehicles, and of course, sawn-in-half boats. And you may not have come across any of those scenarios yet, but at some point you'll run into something similar. Now you might be asking yourself, why not just use regular duct tape? Well, anyone who's used regular duct tape in a repair will know that's typically not very strong. Usually, you can tear off the adhesive with your bare hands, it doesn't last long, and if water is involved, then well, good luck with that. And although there are other tape alternatives with much stronger adhesives than normal duct tape, what makes flex tape stand out is the fact that it's rubberized, meaning it can completely bind to surfaces underwater, making it waterproof. But is flex tape really all Phil Swift cracks it up to be? While some of this might sound like exaggeration, flex tape is absolutely capable in making emergency repairs. Not only do I have first-hand experiences to back this up, but everything shown off in the ads has been tested and proven true. As explained on their website in the article, are the commercials hyped up? Investigation tests whether flex tape can hold a boat together. Last updated on September 21st, 2017. During that year, a team of Inside Edition staff set out to test the flex tape commercials. Specifically, they tested whether it could hold up a 45-pound disc weight using its adhesive alone, seal a leak in a large tank of water, both from outside and inside under the water, and of course to repair a sawn-in-half boat that was used over a lake. And in the end, every test passed. Not only has Inside Edition proven that flex tape is as good as it seems, but many others have come to the same conclusion. As shown on the product's website, flex tape has also been reviewed by Fox 4 News, WHNT News 19, and ABC 7 News, and many more. And although none of these sources have anything to do with the company or each other, they all agree that flex tape really works. Now, all that might sound good on paper, but none of it matters if you're not going to use it. So that begs the question, why flex tape? Well, like I mentioned, it doesn't matter how good you consider yourself to be at repairs. At some point, you'll inevitably run into one of these kinds of situations. Plus, because of how strong and long-lasting flex tape is, one roll will likely last you for years. And when the time comes for you to deal with a leak, a damage, or just a DIY project, you'll be more than prepared. But if there is one thing more important than the benefits of flex tape, it's the potential dangers of not having it. For one, many house repairs involving leaks can be very costly and can't be fixed using normal tapes. What could have been a simple fix might end up costing thousands of dollars in damage. But even worse would be if this kind of thing were to happen during an emergency. Then, what might have originally been just a need for a repair might end up being a life-threatening situation, and all because you didn't have the right kind of tape. So, what are you waiting for? Go out and buy a roll of flex tape. It only costs $12.99 for a regular roll. And while that might sound like a lot, consider this. I have had that roll of flex tape that I handed out since 2019, and I still have some left over. Plus, it comes in black, white, clear, and gray, and in 3 different sizes. You can find the Flex Seal family of products at the nearby Home Depot at Buckingham and Jupiter Road, the Lowe's at Plano and Beltline, or online on Amazon, Walmart, or the Flex Seal family of products official site. Again, do not let a simple fix turn to an emergency. All it takes is one roll. Thank you very much.